This is Charlie.
This is JR.
Host of Speaking the Facts with Charlie and JR. Broadcasting live each week on Wednesday at 7 p.m. from Fishbowl Studios.
Log on to hear us speaking the facts on current events, family, and finances.
So be sure to log on each week on Wednesday at 7 p.m. to catch Speaking the Facts with Charlie and JR.
Tune in.
We are back.
Again.
And I was going to say, and as Bullwinkle would say, this time for sure.
We are. I know. If you have not seen Bullwinkle, please give us a comment.
Yeah. You can say, I don't know who that is. You know, that's all right. I'm hanging on to mine, and y'all hang on to y'all. That's right.
I've not heard of
You know. But this is Speaking the Facts with Charlie and JR, and of course I am JR, and my lovely daughter and co-host is sitting over there. Hey, Charlie. So, we want to first take care of the housekeeping and let you know that this podcast, radio broadcast is brought to you by Kiss Wealth Now.
Yes,
And Kiss Wealth Now will take care of all of your residential and commercial real estate needs. And tell them how to get you.
You can reach me at 214-738-4913. And if you want to Google Kiss Wealth Now, or even if you want to put Kiss Wealth Now in your chat GPT, you will get information on how to get to us.
We've made
it to the AI.
That's right.
AI has information
in the front
about
row.
us. Yes, which is so awesome.
So,
yes.
Okay, well, excellent. And I also want to take time to acknowledge our alter egos, the Fly Guy and the Fly Girls. Of course, I am don't call it a comeback because I've been fly.
That's
and
right.
I like that.
And that's Fly Money over there.
Okay.
One of the Fly Girls. The other Fly Girl, our producer Kim, aka This Shit's Fly. What's up, Kim?
We fly all the time.
All the time, huh? We got Angelo in the house on the knobs and faders, and I think this is the first time. So what's up, Angelo?
Right,
there you go. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and Charlie, I'm going to go ahead and let you introduce our esteemed guest for this evening.
Yes, so we have Miss Riff here. That's what I'm calling her. I think everybody else call you that too, right?
Yes, that is what I'm officially known as.
Officially known as. And Sharif.
Sharif.
See?
Yes.
I should have Sharif.
Sharif, yes.
So you come with a lot of accolades. You're an author. You have a nonprofit. I mean, the list keeps going on and on. So I guess do I just let you take over so I don't leave anything out?
Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, so before I get started, I always have to say, Lord, decrease me and increase you within me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Father God, speak through me and speak to me.
Yes.
I am Sharif Thomas, radiantly known as Radiant Riff. And I have a couple of things. Not quite an author yet.
I thought so.
A whole bunch of other stuff though, girl. But
Okay. Well, I was adding it.
No, what you're doing is manifesting that
Okay.
because maybe what I'm going to do in the future will manifest into that.
Okay.
But yes, I am so excited. I'm very humble because there are quite a few things that I'm excited about. But right now, I'm excited about my nonprofit, which is MyShineIsMine.org.
That's right.
And basically, this has been a passion and it's been in the making for 10 years. But it's been basically all my life. So my nonprofit, my demographics are young ladies between the ages of 13 and 18 years old.
Gotcha.
And our whole purpose is to have them to embrace and accept their inner shine to present to this world.
Yes.
And what I mean by inner shine, everyone has one.
Yes.
Correct.
And I think that when people have an opportunity to just be nurtured,
Right.
if someone can just say, hey, I can give you what you need. If you need support, if you need love, if you need development, I can give those things to you.
Right.
And this all came about because as I was growing up, to give a little background, I was born with hydrotic ectodermal dysplasia, a long dis-ease, but it actually affects 4 aspects of our body. It affects our hair, our nails, our skin, and our teeth.
Okay.
And so I was born with no hair at all, and I was born with no nails. I didn't have any problems with my skin, and thanks to Mary Kay,
Right.
which I am a beauty consultant, I'm coming out of the Jackson Jewels in Columbia, Maryland.
Right.
You know, my skin, I've never had any issues with it, and my teeth, I just had to get braces. So if you see me smile, I smile with my
yeah.
heart, and I
Yes.
show all my teeth, because my mom said when she bought the braces when I was 12, every time I smile, to show all of my teeth.
All,
There you
all
go.
the teeth. So, we show
So
them,
I am
yes.
being very obedient to my mother.
Right,
So
yes.
so growing up without any hair and nails was a little bit of a challenge in the 70s and the 80s.
Right.
And so I think that instead of going, I've never been to the beauty salon, so I've never had a reason to go.
Right.
And I think little girls, now I'm seeing how important they are as far as how they look and how they feel about themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm seeing a lot of wanting to copy other people. And
Gotcha.
I'm wanting them to understand how important it is for them to have their own unique shine.
Exactly.
Because for years I wore wigs. I wore
Okay.
wigs up until my freshman year in college,
Okay.
Virginia State University. I
Right.
love it, I love it, I love it. HBCU love. And just having that, being there, I ran into a situation where the day before class, I was walking behind Foster Hall, and these two gentlemen, I never saw their faces, but they said, "Oh, she thinks she cute with that wig. It's coming off." I was devastated. I was like, I picked up the pace going to Bird Hall so fast, and I called my aunt, and I was like, "Oh my God, I got to do something because they're gonna take my wig off." And then she's like, "Calm down, let's go find something." We went to the mall, and I got a scarf. And I
Okay.
started wearing scarves until 1996. And then that's when I was in church. And when the pastor said, "I need for you to walk this earth the way you are," I
Right.
took that scarf off.
And just
when I
said.
tell you,
There you go.
bald, bold, and beautiful.
That's right.
go.
From
Yeah.
that day forward.
I love that, and I just actually when I was scrolling, I saw that they have for anyone, but it's called there's a bald gala. Have you heard of that?
No, but I need an invite.
Yes, yes. So it's a bald gala, and so there was a woman. She was having, they came in, they did her makeup. She put on her evening gown, and it was nothing but women who were bald. And I was like, this is so cool.
I need to find that. I definitely need to. I will
Yes.
look that
or
up.
even do one here.
You know what? I like that. Okay.
Yes, and
Step into it,
exactly. Yeah, I will help. That'd be so fun because I think a lot of women, they hide behind something that makes them feel not as everyone else, right? It's something
Yes.
that, we feel like it makes us less than. But hair is just an extension. It's not, it's not who you are.
And I'm trying my best not to cry because you're so right about that. And it's like, and I know Black women, we as Black women, that is our crown. I mean, it's to the point where we actually have to have the Crown Act. Law. You know what I'm saying? It's gotten to that point.
Right.
But I think, when it comes to that, my mom's always taught me it's not what's on my hair.
Right.
What's on my head, it's what's inside my
Exactly.
head.
There
you
And
go.
so yeah, I've been able to embrace that. The only thing that I usually feel badly about, and still people still come up to me today, I really hurt when people come up to me like, "Oh, are you a survivor?" Because then I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying? I
Well,
can see how they would think that.
Yeah.
And then I feel bad and everything. But I always say I never compare my baldness to those ladies that have lost their hair to chemo because I can't miss what I never had.
Right, exactly.
So-
Well, can I just present maybe a alternate point of view?
Okay, please.
Because you are a survivor, you just didn't survive cancer. You're a survivivor.
Okay,
what I'm saying?
I will accept that. I will receive that.
You are a survivor of the things that you have been through. That you are, it's like Curtis Mayfield said, the makings of me. Add a little sugar and honeysuckle lamb. Great big expression of happiness. All that.
Okay.
So and in that light, we all are.
Right.
But it's it's okay to, I think it's okay to leave people where they are. I mean, if she asks you if you're a survivor, you say, yes, you're not lying. You are.
Right.
Okay.
And if you ask all of us the question, how many days have we survived? If we're sitting here, all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
Oh, I like that.
You know?
All of them.
So
Yes,
there's not one day
yes.
that we
Yes.
have not
So-
survived. There's not one day that we haven't had a victory in some type of way. You know.
Okay.
So that's true. That's another way of looking at
Jeff,
it.
I'm seeing victory all in this chair.
Thank
I
you.
am.
Thank you.
So,
I receive it.
So I had told you off camera that I do work for a nonprofit and we work with children. So what do you say? Because we talk a lot about the emotional needs tank, for example, and how different actions that people take will either fill that emotional needs tank or empty it.
Right.
And so what do you say to the young women that you speak to about affirmation, about filling that tank and keeping it full, even when someone doesn't fill it for you. Because that's at the end of the day, we have to love ourselves. Because not everybody's going to, and sometimes no one will. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
we have to love ourselves. So how do you get that message across to them?
Exactly. Well, one of the beginnings of my initial presentation is I have them write down 3 things that they absolutely love about themselves.
Okay.
Not just hands down. I also ask them to give me a list of 5 people that they love. Right. And you will not believe that on that list, they're never on that list. And that is how I bring in my conversation. Why aren't you number 1? It's okay to love yourself. And I think that when you start talking to these young ladies and pulling out what they believe they have, and sometimes to be like, well, I don't do this. No, we're not talking about what you don't have or what you don't. We're talking about what you do. Well, I'm good in reading. Oh my God, that's great.
It is.
Or I'm good in sports, or I love music. I can sing. Okay, I find out what it is that they're good at, and I make sure that they just continue to know that that's important. That's a unique, God-given talent.
Unique.
Right.
And once people start feeling good about what they know they're good at,
then the rest is history.
the rest is history. And and it's so interesting that you say that, because young girls, and we've been through this, 13 to 18, it's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, a lot. Physically, mentally, emotionally. And I believe that you have got to get young ladies quickly.
Right.
Yeah.
And
and in that formative time, because they need to understand how valuable they are, and that they're strong enough to make whatever if they're singing, dancing, whatever they want to do, they're strong enough to make that dream come true. They can do it. And so just having that push, and then figuring out what direction to go, so you can get those resources. Because a lot of times young people, they feel like they can do it on their own, but everybody needs help.
Everybody needs help.
Everybody needs a resource. Yes.
And when you were talking about the affirmations, that is one of my. I'm giving my whole presentation here now. That is one of the things that I also do, and I also do this with my Mary Kay ladies. Is I ask them to use the first letter of their first name to describe them.
Okay.
And it makes them think. Now, the young ladies, most of them, Ms. Riff, can I go to Google? Because they might, and that's fine. But, I have like an amazing Amy. I have a terrific Tina. I had a charismatic Kim.
Okay.
And I was like, okay then. And then
what kind of
I'm
Kim is
telling you,
over there?
exactly like that. I had like a lovely Linda, a sensational Shantae. And when they start saying that, and I say, you got to say it and you got to mean it. And then I also have a mirror exercise. I don't want to give my whole program out, but I have a mirror program, a mirror exercise. And when you look at yourself and you affirm yourself, oh man, the things that you do.
And I'm Charming
program.
Charlie.
I like that, Charming Charlie. Okay, I like that.
I think the mirror is cool, because most people look in the mirror at getting themselves ready to do something, but they don't look in the mirror as about, there you are.
There you are.
I haven't really seen you today.
Right.
And that's different. Spending time getting to know your reflection, getting to know that part of you. And taking up that space, because the other thing with an empty emotional needs tank is that we don't take time. We think our time belongs to either someone else or something
And
else.
that's why your
That is so
workshop
true.
is important for people to really take the time to look at themselves, because, for example, I have this mole here.
Okay.
Yeah. And, when I look at myself, I don't see it, but it takes other people to point it out. So my grandson, who's 3, he was like, Gigi. He's like, what's that? I was like, that's my mole. And I was like, oh, I said, he noticed. He really, But again, people see things in us, or see things on us that we don't even see,
Exactly.
because we get so used to just looking in the mirror, but really not
looking
in the
The
mirror.
mirror.
Yes.
And along with that mirror exercise, I tell the young ladies that every night before I go to bed, I look in the mirror and I say, Riff, are you good with all the decisions you made today? So I have a somewhat of a conversation. Some days I am, and some days I'm not. But I say, thank you, Lord. Wake me up tomorrow. Let me try it
Yeah,
again.
give me
Well,
one more
well, yeah.
chance.
One more chance.
Well, yeah, and it's first of all, it's having the ability to choose. That's
Yeah.
another
Right,
thing
yeah.
I stress to young people, is that don't get caught up in the argument about whether you have the right to do something or not. because as humans, that's what makes us human.
That's what
the
makes us
ability to
Right,
choose.
choose, right.
To choose.
So you have the right to do whatever you choose to do, be it good or bad. You know, it's not about whether you have the right to. It's about why are you doing it? What choice are you making? You know, and I
Right.
get it across to them that every time we take an act, that's just like planting a seed in the ground. You know,
That is true.
that's going to bear fruit after its own kind. You know, so you're
I have
not,
a
you know.
question. Mary Kay, how long
Yes.
you been a
Mary
Mary
Kay.
Kay consultant?
Yes, I have been a Mary Kay beauty consultant for 17 years.
Oh, wow,
I'm so
long
super
time.
excited. And I think, you know, and the first thing people ask me is, do you have the pink Cadillac? It's in the making. It's in the
Right,
making. It's in the
exactly.
making. Like we say, you know, it's at the manufacturer. My name's on it.
Right.
The reason why I became a Mary Kay consultant was because I just had my daughter,
Uh-huh.
and you know when you have your kids, you want to stay home with them. Lord, you want to stay home with them. And then like after 6 weeks of Matlock and Texas Ranger, I was ready to go back to
Right,
work.
yeah, yeah.
But I actually work for the federal government. I'm an EEO investigator.
Okay.
And so I needed something because I was dealing with people complaining about their cases Monday through Friday. And so I was like, I need something fun. And when I tell you Mary Kay is fun,
Right.
there is nothing more rewarding to me than to sit in front of a group of ladies
Mm-hmm.
and to do a skincare class and to play with makeup and
Right.
to just have fun, for them to let their hair down, for them to not worry about any type of titles. I'm a
Mm-hmm. Right.
wife, I'm a mom, you
Yeah.
right now, you are whatever your Mary Kay name is, which is what
right.
I give you.
Right, right.
And you know, and especially it's something about when she gets up from the table and she's like,
co-
ooh,
that confidence.
that confidence. It's really an amazing business. And I actually love it. I think that it definitely has given me more confidence in dealing with women. So I think I love all things female.
Right. I
From
love
little
it.
girls to grown women.
She's a girl's girl.
I'm a girl's girl. And the thing about it is I'm actually a tomboy,
Uh-huh.
but as I came into, after, I don't know what happened after motherhood, I just got like super duper feminine. And so yeah.
I
But,
know, right?
yeah.
And I get it because I mean I'm like the same way. I like to do a lot of things that are definitely not
Girly
girl
Yeah.
like, But
Yeah.
but I am a girly girl. So
So what do y'all do in your tomboy moments? What do y'all do?
I watch
Because I know football.
And I'm called Pittsburgh Steelers, baby.
Uh-oh.
Steeler Nation. Steeler Nation.
Here we go.
Yes.
I felt some subtle manipulations from the,
I know, right?
from the
She
other
had
side
a
of the room.
choice.
Yes, I mean at that, and it's like I'm not. I don't do I'm not a do-it-yourself kind of person, but I'm an avid sports fan. I played volleyball at Virginia State in high school, so I absolutely love sports.
Right.
My daughter, she has me, looking like a whole bunch of videos. I've been trying to stay in tune with what's going on with, quote unquote, the culture. I'm trying to be hip.
Okay.
So,
Right.
so she's, always telling me little things like
How old is she?
dances. She's 22.
22,
Yes.
okay.
Shout out to my daughter, Corey Thompson.
Yes.
ICU nurse, Clemson grad. I'm so proud of her.
That's
So,
right.
yeah. So
Yeah.
but yeah, that's probably it. I love outdoor sports. I
Right.
love shooting pool.
Okay,
And that
I
might
like
not
that.
be a tomboy thing, but it's
Well, it is. I
mostly
mean, like,
guys.
yeah,
shoot
that's
pool.
right.
Yeah. So that could be considered slightly tomboyish.
Yeah.
What about you, Charlie? What are your
Let's
tomboy moments?
Well, when I watch Kim cut the grass, no. So yeah, but
So you look very tomboy when you're watching. You watch very
I know.
tomboyish.
And then I have to call and check on and be like, hey, you drank your water. It's not too hot. You're not going to pass out. And I'm just,
Checking on you,
so
checking on you.
she's the epitome probably of tomboy. She gets out and cut her grass and all that stuff. I'm more of like, when I had my bike, doing the slingshot,
Okay.
skydiving, river rafting, parasailing,
Skydiving.
So
I
I
like
am
that.
very adventurous.
Yes, you are very
in my
adventurous.
tomboy type. Yes.
Yeah, you're on another level.
Yeah,
Skydiving.
Yes, and I sit here and I even say when I mention that I've gone parasailing, snorkeling, I can't swim. Like I've done all these things, I can't swim. But so I think I'm probably even.
And the hush fell over the audience. You can't swim.
I know I cannot swim.
You
at
are not
50 years.
alone. Michael Jackson. I can't swim either.
Okay.
And my daughter's like a whole lifeguard. She's like, Mom,
I know,
I'm
what
gonna need you.
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I just-
I mean, it's on the bucket list.
Yeah, it's on the bucket list to
Yes.
learn.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I know y'all song. Never learned to swim.
Yeah. It's just I never
Can't get the
did.
rhythm
And
of
I've
soul.
tried. I've tried, but it just, I don't know. I just something. I hold my breath. I try to float. I can float, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I just got to get in and out.
We gotta get we gonna get that done.
Yeah, okay,
Matter of
yeah.
fact,
So
we
by
can get
next
that
year, we're going to have it down.
done. Yeah.
So how long has your nonprofit been in existence?
Since September 8th.
There you are. Yeah. There you go.
Yes.
So I'm super excited about that. And we are actually, I have an amazing squad, and these ladies are just, I would not be here without them. And I believe in giving people their flowers while they're alive. If you all don't mind.
Oh, no.
Yes,
By
love
all
it.
means.
Tony Grant, thank you so much. Wendy
Tony.
Jenkins, Alexandria Height, my sister-in-law, Robin Thomas. This is my crew. And I got my girl, my roomie, Deborah Johnson from Pennsylvania. And of course, my mother is one of my board members, Dorothy Wells, and my daughter, also Corey Thompson, Cynthia Hunter, and Wanda Chambliss. So
Love
I am,
it.
one of the things I realize is you have got to surround yourself with people that are genuinely, and I say that,
Passionate. Yeah.
genuinely and sincerely wanting to see you succeed and will do
Right.
absolutely any and everything for you to make sure that you do. And I am so blessed
Yeah.
to have that. I am
Yes.
so blessed to have that.
I love it. I
Well,
love it.
and
It's-
that comes from your ability to stand before people, because if you stand before people correctly, they will lift you up and put you on their shoulders, and they'll carry you where you need to go.
That's so
Okay.
true.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah,
so
Thank you.
And that's, so as far as the initiative, how can our audience help you? I mean, because there's plenty of 13, 18-year-old girls. There are
Yes.
plenty- So how do we get the girls to you? How do we get the parents to reach out and say, hey, I have this child, and, and are you guys going to help young girls nationwide? Is there Zooms or just,
Ooh, okay. So I like the way you think, and that is we had
Global.
We had like our first official meeting with minutes and all of that good things, all of those great things, and I wanted to start locally. I have had an opportunity to make this presentation to my sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Southwest Alumni Chapter, the Delta Gyms. I had an opportunity to do the
Okay.
presentation there, and I have done the presentation at another church.
Okay.
So I'm starting with churches. I do have connections in schools. So you're right. My demographics, I will not run out of young ladies between the ages of 13 and 18.
Yes.
But I'm looking at schools and churches. We're also looking at Girl Scouts and actually dance
right, the dance
troops and,
right,
and
right.
even sports.
Cheer,
All this stuff. So we have a very large demographics, and we are working toward how can we attack all of them at the same time.
Right.
But that's pretty much where our website's out and all that good stuff. And
Okay.
I'm going to be speaking with some counselors in a couple of school districts. When I first started putting this together, I really did think locally. And then as we started talking and God started speaking to me and you just put it out there for globally, my shine is mine. I want every woman,
yes,
every young lady to shine.
Well,
I want
and,
every
and
lady
it's
to shine.
important because so many times I've been like, okay, I'll walk into a room like, hey, let me go stand in the corner because I don't want to be too much, But it's like, and even I imagine that young girls the same way,
Oh, yes.
13, 18. It's like, okay, well, let me sit over here because I don't know. And even like I said, as an adult, I've done it before. But it's like, when you need to shine, it's time to shine, and you don't have to, darken
Downplay it,
You don't
that's
have to don't have to put a lampshade on it. It's turn it up.
Exactly. I like that. Turn it up, yes.
Be who you are.
One of
totally agree.
one of the things that I always say is that tell young people don't turn your light down for anyone, because if you do, it's just going to be a dark room. They're not going to turn their light up to compensate for you turning yours down.
That's true.
Because they just don't want to be in the light. So if you turn yours down, you're just in a dark room.
That's
That is
true.
true. Let your light shine.
Take the
For
energy.
men. That's
So
right.
so do you have a song a walk-in song that you have, or do you have a theme of as such?
Yes, I have the young ladies I'm really telling the whole program. I have the young ladies do a red carpet walk, and they do it to Pretty Girl Rock.
I love that. Yeah, that's good though.
Yeah.
because the mood,
Exactly.
the vibe. It sets the tone
It
for
does.
what they are to do. Exactly. And now, is there? And again, we're September 8th, so we're asking all these questions.
No
but,
worries.
So, is there going to be like an end of the year celebration or anything like that to celebrate and actually say, "Gosh, we've accomplished so much this year with the starting this late in the quarter."
Yes, and we were actually talking about that as well. The initial presentation is the My Shine is Mine presentation. That's sort of like the foundation.
Okay.
And then we have a module for self-love, self-confidence, resilience, and growth.
Okay.
And so as you go through those modules, and I'm going to be pulling from some very powerful women in this area to actually facilitate those particular
Workshops.
modules and
Okay.
workshops, and then we'll have seminars in between. And yes, at the end we will have a crossover ceremony. I actually had the opportunity, the absolute honor to be the keynote speaker at Denim and Diamonds crossover this past Sunday.
Awesome.
And I was in almost like I was fighting back tears because these young ladies had been in this program since they were little, and they were quote unquote aging out at 16. And so I think that having these young ladies go through this program and being able to at the end,
Yeah.
you've
did it.
completed it, and then
Yeah.
I would like for each one of them to say something, because I think that when I do my Shine is Mine presentation, every young lady speaks, and so that in itself, I always keep the group to no more than 15 to 20 young ladies.
Gotcha.
I don't know how many people remember the movie Stand and Deliver, but that's what I
Yeah.
want them to do. Every time they speak, they never sit down, they stand up and they project.
Yes.
Love that.
Because like you said, that's your shine.
Yes.
And you've got to make sure that you are heard. It's very important. I spoke on this past weekend, leave your print, because we all have one.
Yes.
So
Right.
and God did not put us here not to.
That's
Right.
right.
So if I can get them at 13 and up,
That's
let me
perfect.
say, I want them to be able to go to college and get jobs, become entrepreneurs, and be like, look back, it's like, golly, I really like My Shine is Mine. It really did something. If I
Right.
can impact one young lady, be like, Miss Riff, I really appreciated the program. I really, I was so taken by all the love and support that you and your crew gave me,
Right.
and it has
It made a difference in their
It made a
life.
difference in my life. Yes, good.
So then, where's the website? How do they?
Yes. www.myshineismine.org. It is up and it is ready.
Yes.
And we have, so the upcoming events, that is the next upcoming event we're really working toward November. I do know that we will be sponsoring two families, the My Shine is Mine organization. We will be sponsoring two families, one for Thanksgiving and one for Christmas. I want us to be an organization that gives back.
Right.
But not just Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we're gonna work on. I have my volunteer coordinator, Alexandria Height, has come up with some great ideas, and I love the young, because she's 22, and so I think it's important. My squad goes from 22 to 76.
Right.
So it's a whole bunch.
I know. I see
It is a
76
whole
over
bunch
there.
of knowledge and resources. So she's gonna be working with my 22-year-olds. They're gonna be working with my TikTok and my social media, just to
Right.
be able to reach everybody, because things are so different today than they were
Correct.
10 years ago.
Yes,
for real.
exactly. Social media is definitely key, and I'm still learning. I'm like, I get out there and I'm like, oh goodness, where's the millennial at? Can I get some help, please? But it works. So then the program is, obviously it's your baby,
Yes.
and you're growing it. I see your passion. I thank you for what you're doing, because it's so important. And so now, on the website, if someone says they want to help you in your effort, like if they want to donate, is there a place for someone to donate to the cause?
Yes, there is. Actually, on the website, there is a on the cover on the front page of the website, there is a donate, and I do appreciate all donations, and words of encouragement as well.
Yes.
And donate your time as well. People,
Right.
when we talk about tithe, the first thing people think about is money,
Money, yeah.
but time is a resource that is priceless.
That's true.
So yes, so I have a Zelle, I have a Cash App, and all that great stuff. So all that is on the website. So yes, I totally appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, make sure.
Because sometimes funding can be a little. Do you want
Right.
to talk about it? But in order for things to happen, I'm realizing
it takes
Yes, you have
time
to-
and takes money.
it takes time and resources.
Yes.
Yes,
and,
ma'am.
and you have to present yourself as having value and adding value to other people. You know?
Correct.
You know.
I like that. Okay. Yes.
Yes, we love it. I love it. And so now the next event though is going to be the end of the year or no?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
we have to solidify a date because I have been doing a little bit of traveling with my job.
Okay.
And I had some things that were already set toward the end of the year before I knew this was going to come to
Right.
fruition. I mean,
Okay.
you know, you talk about it, and then I was like, you know what, we're going to do this. And so everything just started going like this. So I didn't want to change some things that were already
Already
in
there,
place.
yes.
So my website stays updated. So we're going to have probably our initial big first event. I'm looking at the end of November, beginning of December, but
Okay.
for sure. And I've got to talk to my squad because we
Yeah.
may not want to rush it. We may want it to just like roll out in 2025.
Okay, that's
and then
I
bam,
was just
bam,
trying to
bam,
see-
bam, bam.
Look, I was going to see if there was a date that way we can tell people, hey, volunteers, because we would
Oh,
love to
okay.
help.
Hey. Okay, so I'm gonna yes.
So just let us know
I
so
will
we
let
can let
you
the
all know.
audience know so we could definitely help out and volunteer.
Thank you so
Yes.
much. Thank you so much. Thank
Yeah,
you.
'cause that's important.
Is that it really does take a village. I'm really realizing that more than anything
Yeah.
else that it takes a village.
And when the young ladies get to see other women who is just like them, who had questions, and even if we still don't know it all, we still have questions,
Every day.
Yeah, every single day.
We're learning.
Yes, exactly. So a day I learned something is a good day. Right
Yes.
there.
That's right. That's right. In fact, if you're not learning something, then, in fact, I tell the kids I talk to all the time, don't stop learning because when you reach the top, there's nowhere else to go but down.
That's true.
That is true.
You know?
That is absolutely
So as
true.
long as you are learning, you are ascending, you are going up.
That's
you know?
right.
Yes.
Yeah, so we
Yes,
gotta keep it. So you, then that your launch is new. So what made you decide to do this? I mean, what pushed you over the edge, so to speak?
Push over the edge. Okay, so actually a couple of things. First things first, about 10 years ago, Tony Grant and I were talking, and she was gonna, come on my Mary Kay team, and we were talking about some stuff, and I was telling her about, I said I absolutely love, making, women feel great about themselves, and I said I remember when I was little, and then she was like, she just stopped, she just was looking at me, she's like, you know what, Riff, you're your own brand. I didn't know what a brand was. I didn't even know what a brand, what she said, you are your own brand. I was like, okay, so that was 2014. So
Right.
10 years later, I'm sitting up here and I'm like, okay, what can I do? I would be remiss if I did not tell this particular story. I met my late husband on Labor Day of 2011. And one of the things that he had said to me before we were leaving, after we had exchanged information, I thanked him for putting my groceries in the car. That's how we met.
Okay.
And when I thanked him, he looked at me and he said, I just want to see what's behind that smile. And I was like, wow. And I was like, okay, there's a shine here. There's a shine here. And I did not realize, that, he was like really, what is behind this smile? Like, what is
Yeah.
it? I know
Right,
I'm
yeah.
passionate. I know I love people. I know
Right.
I love when women and young ladies feel really good about themselves. And in that same note, I know how it is to have your light dimmed. And you said something earlier about that. And I had my light dimmed twice in my life. The first time I was 14, I had my first little boyfriend. He broke up with me. I was so upset with him. And I thought I would get him back. I would become a model. So I went to the local Josky's, which was a department store. And I took their little 4-week modeling course.
Yeah.
Right.
And you could tell me I was going to be Naomi Campbell. But the young lady that did the program, she said, you walked really nice, and I think you're really pretty. She said, but you probably are not going to be able to be a model because you don't have any hair. And I didn't tell my mom, and I'm glad that I didn't, because my mom would probably still be beating that woman up right now for telling her that. So I just didn't think anything of it. I didn't know at that point she had dimmed my shine.
Yeah.
Right.
She had dimmed my shine. And then the second time was my daughter's father. He had met me the way I was, and after my daughter was born, I think my daughter was maybe 8 or 9 months, he wanted me to try a wig. And everybody knows Destiny's Child, Kelly Rowland. She had that red hair, short
Right,
hair
yeah,
thing
yeah,
going.
yeah.
So he had me go to the barbershop where he worked, and the young ladies had, unbeknownst to me, had made me a wig. And so I'm putting this wig on, and it's like, I'm feeling like it took me like 30 years to take this
It's off.
And
then-
here I am putting it back.
It's like a helmet. You're like,
and,
I don't- yeah, it's just wearing me
and
down.
it's so crazy because I'm being the obedient wife because
Yeah.
this is something that my husband wanted. And I remember the first time I went to go pick up my daughter, and I went to go pick her up, and she kind of looked at me like, who are you? And she started like almost crying. I had to take the wig off.
Right.
And she kind of looked at me, and she was looking real confused, like, okay, I'm not sure what's going on, Mom, but okay, you are my mom.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then when I went to work the next day, my coworker, she told me, she said, Riv, she said, that whole day, you just you weren't even yourself.
Right.
And that lasted for like 2 weeks. I said, I can't do this anymore.
Right.
And I go back to that moment of having my shine dim because I said never again.
Right.
So it's like those are the things that really kind of pushed me
Right.
Yeah.
to just kind of do this because there's a little girl out there somewhere that's like, I know there's something in me. I just need somebody to bring it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And help me hone that. And
Hone it.
yeah, because I mean, I feel like there's those times where you're like, wow, like what did that really just happen like that? And you not really, understanding that, hey, those moments built you up for where you're at now. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
they
They
did.
definitely did. So that way you can tell a person, hey, just because someone feels this way doesn't mean that that's yours. That's not yours.
Right,
That
you
is
don't own it.
theirs.
That is
That's
theirs.
theirs.
Yes,
Don't let
yes.
them put that on you.
But yeah, a different time and space, and I had a
Yeah.
title. I had a title of a wife. So
Right.
my thing was, this is what my husband would
Right.
like. Then let me do that. And so.
And when you
yeah.
start learning, like, there are people who, yes, if you have to have a wig and to feel confident and to get
Right.
what you need, then yes,
Right,
wear
if
it.
yeah.
But then when you start, like even with me, I had a couple of years where I wore a weave, and
Okay.
somebody named Kim was like, "You can just wear your hair," and I was just like, oh, "Okay, right." But I would tell you that I had gotten some weave put in my head, and while I was wearing it, I felt off. I never felt like, I was like, something's off, something's off. Then when I started researching and learning about weave and hair and how, in other countries, how they actually cut their hair off, it's a sacrifice. That's them repenting and, cleansing themselves.
Oh, wow.
And so you get this hair that, for whatever reason, it's their life. It's their, that they've cut off, and then here you are putting it on your head, and you're bringing energy that is not yours.
It's not yours.
Yeah. And so
Your
again,
scalp is not
yeah.
breathing in the places where the weave is. I
Right,
think.
so I mean, again, some people wear it and it gives them confidence, so I'm not, knocking anybody, but when you actually take the time to learn, it's like, what, you probably are stopping yourself from being who you want to be.
Yeah. And
It's true. Huh?
because I've had, I've had people like ask me why I won't, dye this or any of that, and I've thought about it for brief moments, but it's like, nah.
Just for men doesn't sound that good.
Because first of all, I know I'm not going to keep it up. Even if I did dye it, I wouldn't keep it up because for me it's like it's trouble, and I probably would be off. I feel like it's an effort in, to me, futility, and I don't want to knock anyone that does,
Right.
dye their, because that
Right.
feels
Put
comfortable
the natural juices
in
and
their
berries
skin.
and
Nothing but juices and berries. But yeah, I've you have to, the goal should be to be comfortable in your skin. And I guess
Exactly.
that is a different thing
Exactly.
for each of us. I guess we have to acknowledge that. But
Exactly. What
wherever
works
that
for you.
space is for
Yeah.
you, the object is to find it,
Right.
so that you can dwell in it.
Yes.
You know.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
And this has been good. This is super good. I mean, that's what this show is about. We like to bring people in, let them talk about their purpose, their passion, their business, so our audience gets to learn how they can serve. They get to learn, maybe you're inspiring someone else to say, you know what, I need to get my nonprofit up off the ground,
do it, do it.
exactly. It's so fulfilling. This makes it, we tithe in all different ways, but this is one of the ways that we tithe. We like to help people get the word out so they can know, hey, this is somebody that you can get behind, you can support.
Yes,
That's why it's
definitely.
call Speaking the Facts.
Speaking
That's
the
right.
facts.
That's right.
Yes,
And
yes.
the fact
yes.
is that you have shine. That's the
Oh,
fact.
thank you, thank you,
You know?
thank you,
Made
thank
to
you.
shine.
Thank you.
And then
thank
you
you.
mentioned saying that you have your brand, and it's so important that anyone wanting to start a business understands that they got to have their brand.
Yes.
They got to have what they're standing behind. It has to represent you when you're not there, you know.
I like that. Yes, it has to speak volumes, and walking into your shine, and that's what I want to make sure that all these young ladies that go through my program, that they walk into their shine. Walk into
Is
their
there a young lady that has just touched your heart that you have spoken to, and there's one that's just kind of, you know?
There is one, I did not know this. She expressed it to her mom, and her mom actually did this very long text to one of the young ladies that was at the church, and which was my soror, and she sent me the text, and I was just like in tears. I was like, wow. And I had only been in her space for an hour and 20 minutes.
Love it.
So
Doesn't
I'm
take
like,
long. It
You know,
take-
it doesn't
No.
doesn't take long. It does not take
Yes.
long. It does not take
Well,
long.
your smile is so genuine that
Yes.
I can't help but see a
It's
person
infectious.
being. It is.
Thank
It
you.
is. It
Thank
is.
you,
It is
thank
very
you.
very
I
infectious.
smile with my heart. I
That's
smile
right.
with my
I
heart.
love that.
You know, but that's important because it allows a person to see your heart. You
That's
know,
true.
it allows
Thank
a
you.
person to see you for who you are. And if young people, I think one of the reasons that it's hard to reach them is because our culture makes them jaded and distrusting. You know, and you know, we have to kind of peel back the layers. You know,
Ooh, yeah.
so that we can get to the person that's in there that wants to shine.
Yes.
You know, that they believe that they are worthy of shining. You know, so just kudos on what you are
Thank you.
doing.
Thank
I-
you so
I
much.
love it.
Thank
I
you so
love it.
much. Thank
Right.
you so much. Thank you so much.
And so now, of course, we want to have you come back because I mean, this is just to follow your progress,
Yes,
right?
yes.
You know, you
Yes,
got lots
yes.
of
Yeah.
progress. Yes. So now, I guess we got it's 8:00. What's that
Okay.
mean?
All right. All right.
Yep.
Dad, what does that
So
mean?
we are.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got
we're-
2 more minutes.
Oh, we got. Okay.
Okay. Well, then, so we got 10,
We got 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
We have been granted a reprieve.
I love it.
On your Mary Kay side, you were doing a project that somehow includes me, but you can mention that as well.
Well, thank you.
That might get you some more people, like somebody next to you.
Yes. Well, thank you. So yes.
next to her?
So
Oh.
yes. So yes. So back in 22, my late husband was diagnosed with bone marrow cancer in February, and unfortunately, he passed away in November of 2022. But prior to that, it was
It's fast.
bone marrow cancer, multiple myeloma among African Americans. It's sort of like it sneaks up on you. So during the time when we were going through the different chemo appointments, and the different dialysis appointments, I was trying to think of something that I could do that was big, because when you are a caregiver, it is a lot. And I
a
don't
lot.
think people realize, 24/7, and I would do it all over again because that's what I signed up for. That was my husband. I loved him immensely.
Right.
But I needed to have some breaks away. So I was telling him one night, I said, I really want to do something really big with my Mary Kay business. He says, what's that? I said, I want to do 100 facials. And he was like, well, baby, you can do it. And he was always like that. You can do
Right,
it.
right.
You can do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, 100 pampering sessions. So I started in June of 2022. And as of last 2 weeks ago, I'm at phase 76.
Okay.
Oh.
So yes, now the
Yes.
goal was to have it completed in a year,
Right.
but things happen.
Right.
And it took me about 6 months, and before I decided to get back, after his passing.
Right.
And I did want to just put this out real quickly for anyone that may be going through any type of loss, or just if you just need someone to talk to. When I tell you that therapy and counseling works.
Right.
It works if you work it.
Right.
So shout out to Tomorrow and Beyond. I have an amazing therapist, and it's like, when I told her what I was doing, she said, you need to get back to those faces.
Right.
So they're basically complimentary Mary Kay facials, pampering sessions, and we have the Mary Kay Foundation, which each face is either dedicated to domestic violence or breast cancer awareness, which
Okay.
happens to be the two things that we are celebrating and are acknowledging in the month
Right.
of October. So
Exactly.
yes, so Kim, she has, and I appreciate her so much.
Yes.
I was on face number 19, right? And she was like, wait a minute. She said, I want to be face 23. Because it wasn't really like that. What it was as the people were going. But she said she wanted to be face. So I have skipped over 23, and when she
Okay.
sees it, because this
Okay.
one lady was like, "Well," I said, "It's a long story, but 23 is
Yeah,
coming. 23 is
23 is
coming."
coming, yeah.
So thank you for that, Kim. So
Yes.
I'll get my 23, and then I'll get my 77.
That's right. That's right.
So-
But
Well,
yes.
So how does
Can we
a
kick
person
74 out of 74
say,
and make
you know,
no? I was born in 74.
how
I was
does a
like,
person
oh, 74.
put their face up for volunteering?
And that's just it. Basically, I usually do like referrals. Like I'll reach out to some of my customers. Hey, have you met somebody in the last month or so that you think might need a nice pampering session?
Right.
I'll do that. Or I do something in Mary Kay, which you call warm chattering. I'll see a young lady be like, hi, giving a sincere compliment, and then say, hey, I'm a beauty consultant with Mary Kay, and I would love for you to have a pampering session with me. And it's complimentary. We can have some girlfriend time, invite a few of your friends, and we can make it a party.
Right.
And things do go faster. So doing one face at a time, it's going to take me a little bit longer. So when I have a full table, it just moves a little faster. But we
Right.
get an opportunity to learn about Mary Kay skincare. And we do more than Mary Kay skincare. When you get a whole bunch of women
it's
together.
girl time. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it's
It's
girlfriend
girl
time.
time.
It's
That's right.
girlfriend time. So
Yeah.
I like to say that it's an experience. And every Monday I do what's called my Monday Mary Kay moment. And
Oh, okay.
that's when I talk about the reasons why women join Mary Kay. I talk about a product, or I talk about different things like, I always make sure that I let everybody know during football season how I'm feeling as far as whether the Steelers won or not.
Right,
And
yes.
Well, the
And I-
Steelers.
living in Dallas,
The Steelers
and
are-
living in Dallas is kind of rough, and of course taking that L a couple of weeks, but we bounced back. But I absolutely love my Mary Kay business. I absolutely love what it has done for me, and I'm hoping that those women that I'm continuing to pamper, that they entrust me with their daughters
Right.
in the My Shine Is Mine program.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, it
go.
all comes together.
Yes, it all
and I
comes
love
together.
that. And I mean, again, Mary Kay has been around for a long time. I think I'm thinking
61
real
years.
hard.
61
Yeah.
years.
But I want to say that I tried to be a Mary Kay rep probably in my 20s because it's a similar thing. you know?
Okay.
Yeah, but that was eons ago.
Okay, well, it's a new Mary Kay,
Right. Yes. Yes.
and I'll talk to you off air because
I don't know. I don't have time.
So, and we love busy women, but we'll talk.
We'll talk.
We'll
But
talk.
yeah, but I definitely want my I'll be part of the 100 face show.
Yay!
Yeah. 'Cause
And it's on live, so now you got to stick
That's
to
right.
it.
because I am so big on taking care of your skin,
Because
And-
you have beautiful skin,
thank
and you can
thank
tell.
Well,
She's a girly,
I'm
girly.
a girly. I have on no makeup.
I can tell.
I just have my little
like a lip gloss.
and I got a little mascara. But
Got a
yeah,
little
and
but
then-
I got to
And
get my
so-
man moment. I'm not wearing any makeup either.
And Mary Kay does have a men's line. It do have a men's line, so yes.
But I think it's important, and I hear people who wear a lot, not to, again, I'm not against wearing makeup, wear it. But people talk about, oh, well, it causes acne, it causes these different things, and it's like, okay, gosh, if you had the skincare,
had a good skincare
you had the
regimen.
then you would be okay,
Yes.
So I remember when I started wearing makeup, the biggest thing is, ladies, do not sleep in your makeup.
Exactly.
Because these women are getting their
Yes.
faces beat, and it's like it's a
And sleeping like this.
yeah, and it's like that's not good.
That's not good.
Not good.
Is where it's 2 days.
Yes, but we don't do it 2 days every day. It's special occasion.
Well, what I want to do is thank you for opening up about your therapy. We have had.
Oh, yeah.
We've actually had I can't think of his name, and that's embarrassing. But we've actually had a doctor that is a therapist, and he has practices in South America and a lot of different places.
Globally.
Wow.
He's globally.
On
Okay.
speaking the facts, and African American people, we don't we let our pride keep us from going to therapy. And so I just thank you for opening up about that, because we talk about that a lot on the podcast, and how it's important to be healthy.
Yes.
To be
Fully
spiritually
healthy.
fully healthy. Yes, spiritually healthy, mentally healthy. Eating as well as you can. And so I just thank you for being willing to share that, because maybe that will inspire someone that is thinking about it and saying, but no,
Right.
to
Yes.
go ahead and seek and take the next step.
And I like when you say, like, being emotionally and fully together, especially when you're talking about eating right and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I recently, about 5 weeks ago, I started with a trainer who is amazing, Miss Tasha Branch.
Okay.
Right.
And so, and she's out of DeSoto, and she is about the total person. And you're right. And we're not aging backwards. So I think it's very important that we have a total mind, body, and spirit. And I think everyone could benefit from at least 2 sessions with a therapist or a counselor. Even if you think everything is great, because everything could be great, but just 2 sessions, because there may be some things that you have embedded that you don't even know you have embedded, or some biases, some unconscious biases, or just some things that, sometimes it's just good to talk to someone that's not your girlfriend, that someone doesn't have a vested interest.
Right.
So so that's what I love about it.
Yeah. And again, just take Shrift's lead. Try a couple of sessions. Because you might.
And there's places
like
out
you
there
said,
that will do it for
For free.
Yeah,
For free,
exactly.
exactly.
Because they have grants.
And
There's-
use your insurance that you never use all the time.
Oh.
That is
that's
true, too.
Yeah,
Well,
use
yes,
your health
and
insurance.
Kim said that we can use our insurance that we never use, because there's a lot of us like me that don't really use our insurance. But
Yes.
but being healthy is important. I attempt to eat right and do yoga and stuff. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
I'll talk to you about yoga off air.
Yeah.
Off air. So I guess we are at 8:08, and so we thank y'all, for tuning in. Riff, you've shared some awesome information.
Yes,
Your
you did.
energy. Thank you for just sharing your
Thank
energy.
you for sharing your
thank you.
energy
Yeah,
and your
yeah.
light.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
that
Thank you
smile.
so much. Thank
Yes.
you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
No, and for being brave enough to inspire and inspired enough to inspire somebody else.
Thank you
Right.
so much. Thank you so
So
much.
I guess we will be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel, and
That's right.
we will
Facts.
same. I same facts. I said bat, didn't I? I did. See, I was having my Batman moment. I was in DC land. I said, no, we won't be back on the bat time.
Wait, hold on. Let me turn my hearing aid because I just.
Yep. Yeah. But we will be back next week, same facts time, same facts channel. Thank you, Kim, because that would have been embarrassing.
And I heard it.
It said,
I was like,
Copyright.
yeah, I said, who do you think you are? Are you? No.
yeah. And now remember to love yourself so you can love someone else. I think this show was the epitome of loving
Of love.
yourself
Oh, yes.
so you
Thank you
can
so
love
much.
others. And so that's definitely what it's about.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right.
So thank y'all, and we will see y'all next Wednesday.
7-ish.
Tune in. 7-ish.
Hey, this is Charlie,
This is JR.
host of Speaking the Facts with Charlie and JR, broadcasting live each week on Wednesday at 7 p.m. from Fishbowl Studios.
Log on to hear us speaking the facts on current events, family, and finances.
So be sure to log on each week on Wednesday at 7 p.m. to catch Speaking the Facts with Charlie and JR.
Tune in.